नहीं, I think वो हर speaker के 3 to 4 questions भी cover हो जाएं तो that would be good.
We are live.
I think we are live.
Okay. So hello everyone, and thank you joining the CxO show. Our today's discussion is on AI for finances, and we would be discussing the recent trends in AI, and how is it being adopted in the financial industry. Before starting off, I would say that financial industry is interesting in the sense that it is one of the earlier industries that adopted the use of AI and automation. For example, Jan LeCun, who is one of the founding fathers of the AI, he introduced CNNs back in 1989. And just after a year, CNNs were being used to process the checks, and after that, AI was being used to detect the frauds. But what was available in at that time is completely different than what we have now. Um, the news is completely bombarded with the with the terms like generative AI, Chat GPT, stable diffusion, etc. So we would be discussing all of that in the context of financial industry, and yeah, so it would be an interesting session. Um, First, let's start by introducing our panelist. So I would hand over the floor to each of our speaker, and then you guys can briefly introduce yourself. So maybe Kaleemullah Saab, if you can introduce yourself first.
जी जी ज़रूर। पहले तो बहुत शुक्रिया। आई थिंक बड़ा अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है। व्हेन आई वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड टू इट few years ago, it was by Mr. Kashif, and now head of IT or innovation. I was working with him in UAE, the biggest health insurance company, EFU Life. So Mr. Ashfaq. So he introduced me to CxO Global years back. The platform is very good. There is a lot of exposure which I've seen in the past few days after joining. Coming to my part, my name is Kaleemullah. By education, I am an engineer, electrical power engineer, but have broadly worked in the field of telecommunications and IT with US firms in Middle East mainly. उसके बाद इत्तेफाक हुआ कि अपना छोटा मोटा काम चल रहा था साइड पे, तो कोविड के बाद अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह I completely switched my attention to Falak Group. It's a business which is started by my elder brother initially, and then we as all the family joined hands together, leaving the corporate world and venturing into this Falak Group. So Falak is my father name, and it's been 7 years now. We are actually improving in the verticals of marketing, Falak, and travel and tourism, extensive IT, Neural Falak. So there are a lot of companies. We are primarily based in UAE. So around 8 companies are here, and three companies are based in Pakistan. So we have Islamabad offices and Peshawar offices for IT and marketing. So this is a brief introduction of myself.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good to know. Thanks. And I would hand over the floor to Mr. Shahbaz, if you can briefly introduce, and then we'll go ahead to Asif Saab.
Thank you, Naeem, for giving this opportunity. By profession, I'm a chartered accountant. I worked with Deloitte for the period of 5 years. Uske baad I moved to Dubai. I was working as a group finance manager in one of the largest group in the UAE, Al Habtoor Group. If you might have visited Dubai, so you can see the billboards, the big billboards. They are into automobiles, real estate, hotels, entertainment industry. So, and after that, after working around 4 years, I joined DIFC, that is Dubai International Financial Center, as a group CFO, and I was managing around $10 billion of portfolio in the investment fund. The journey started as an entrepreneur. It started in 2022 where I started my consulting business, where we are providing business setups, taxation, audits, anti-money laundering compliances. And after that, the company name is Elite Consultants. Then we moved to real estate side, where we have opened a new company, Elite Real Estate, along with my partner, and we are in that sphere. Recently, we started a technology business, Lead Tech Core, where we are providing all the technology solutions. So, yeah, this is my brief introduction. Thank you.
Good to know. So it's really nice to know that you worked in the financial industry in its core. So moving on, Mr. Asif Saab, if you can introduce yourself.
My name is Asif Siddiqui, and I have been involved more than 2 decades in information technology in different sectors and different companies, multinational and national company. And from last 6-8 years, I have been running my own startups, basically from agriculture to uh, whole supply chain system. And I'm also studying in MIT data statistic and data sciences. So it's
Okay.
similar.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. So your learning is still going on. I think it's
Yeah,
good
actually,
to. Yeah, good to being in that process all your life. Okay, so I think let's get started. Before diving into the AI for finance itself, I think it's better if we take a step back and define what is AI, and then how is it being used in the financial industry. So, if Kaleemullah Saab, if you can maybe delve into that.
जी AI आज लिंक्डइन पर सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म पर हर जगह AI का जो बज़वर्ड है it's there out there. But before AI, I would add one thing, and I think most of you would be aware of it. How AI came a reality, or how AI came so much big before defining it, and what is AI. So I hope, like, there is a word called big data. The existence of AI in itself is the availability of raw data available in abundance, and you can call it big data to summarize it. And because of that big data, currently, whatever the algorithms, everything is developed, it gave the rise to AI evolution or integration in every sector or in every business. तो मेरे लिए for in layman terms, for me, I'm a telecom guy, an IT guy, but my there are not deep analysis from my side. मेरे लिए AI एक ऐसा टूल है for the broader viewers, जो मेरा एक पर्सनल असिस्टेंट है, जो मेरे लिए एक मुश्किल सा काम या घंटे का काम 10 मिनट में कर सकता है as a personal assistant, be it automating a simple calendar, delegating tasks to my team or people working for me. So make it my life easier as a personal assistant. That's what AI stands for me, and this is what I look AI for, to help me to make my life easy.
Right. So yeah, I would completely agree there that AI really started off after the abundance of the big data. As you know, AI has been around for some decades now, but in the last 1 decade, it's really due to the abundance of the data plus compute that
I would
made
like
all
to
of these.
add one thing here. If you people remember, before the era of AI, there was thing called IoT,
Yeah.
Internet of Things, right? Was the pre-launch of AI, when you started gathering data, and then the data centers blew up with data. Then with their data comes a lot of compliances, which we will for sure talk about it. But initially, my experience with AI is currently is, the more population is there, the more data is being produced, and the more AI will be enabled for future, and there will be no office, even small or big, I will talk about UAE specifically, that will not have an AI tool to be implemented. They will not be able to operate in the coming decade without AI. It's a simple tool, be it any business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, completely agreed. So it is going to and is transforming almost all industries. But let's just focus on the finances for now. I think so. That's that we now know the AI for its concrete examples. If Mr. Shahbaz, if you can, go into that. I think let's before that, Dr. Naeem has joined us. So, Dr. Naeem, how's you? I think you've been affected by the internet outage.
Yes, right now my internet is not working. That's why I joined late, but that's fine.
Okay, no issues.
Sorry, I interrupt you. Yeah, I sorry I interrupt you in your communication.
No issues. And welcome to the panel. So, if you can just for the audience, briefly introduce yourself, and then we'll resume back our discussion. Yeah. Dr. Naeem, if you can
Okay.
introduce yourself. Yeah.
My name is Dr. NaeemAhmed. I am working for the Joffman Group of companies from last at least 20 years as a CIO position, and I look after uh, 8 companies in the group, and I will lead all every department, every relevant department regarding IT implementation and different facets. And right now, I am the founder of the Central Software Company, and I have 30 years of experience. I have done my PhD in computer science in 2020, and I also give lectures to different universities like Ilma University and like Ikra University. This is my
Okay.
whole experience summary.
Okay. Good to know. So our panelists they have quite varied background. One is from the chartered accountancy, one is doctor, and so good to know. I think discussion would be good. So moving on, Mr. Shehbaz, if you can dive into the particular use cases of the AI in finances, since you have experienced them firsthand and been working on them.
That's absolutely right. We are too much dependent now on the AI and the technology. Seriously, because this without now internet is the technology, and there is a shutdown in Pakistan, and we cannot communicate to each other. So it means the human beings are dependent on this technology now. So the future will be have more dependencies. Anyway, so come back to the topic. Yes, there are a lot of examples in terms of the AI applications in the finance industry. Since I'm from the finance background, and while being the auditor and while being working in the industry, I worked on a lot of softwares on the applications specifically in this field, which are truly taking the help of the AI in terms of the certain products that have been that are available in the market. So if I talk about specifically about the finance industry, as you know, AI has, so sorry, I think some distortion is there. Dr. Naeem, I believe from your side, if you kindly just mute. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of specifically for the finance industry, if it, I was a board member in one of the company who launched a specific product regarding the anti money laundering monitoring. So how they were taking, or we were taking the help of the AI, that the certain tools like OFAC is one of the international organization who blacklist the certain individuals who are involved in any type of money laundering and these things. So, and there is a specific list from the European Union that they identified the individuals and the corporates that they are the sanctioned individuals of the corporates. So that startup where I was working as a board member reviewing their compliance side. So what they have done, they have developed an application which integrates the data from the different websites, from the different lists that have been provided by the international agencies. And that is like suppose we are going to enter one name, it will tell that this certain individual is blacklisted from the European Union side, from the OFAC side, from within the UAE, or the Pakistani government has blacklisted this guy. So I believe that the AI made the life too easy to integrate all the platforms in one single application. So this is the specific example that I worked on it. Other than that, if I come to the financial institution, the big industry in the world, if they are going to issue any loan, measuring the credit worthiness is now on just a matter of second now. So let's suppose I need a finance loan. They will just enter my credentials, and immediately my credit score will appear on the application that this is your credit score, and either the financial institution is going to give me the loan, or they are not going to give the loan on the basis of my credit worthiness. So it means this AI is helping all the different industries in terms of convenience, in terms of efficiency, in terms of getting the data more faster. So yes, and then comes to the fund side, where I was a group CFO. I worked in the one of the largest funds. So we have developed an app which measures the customer sentiments. Like if I'm an investor, let's suppose, and I have $1 million and I want to invest that app is going to help you where to invest, what are the trending products that are in the market. Okay, that as mentioned by Kaleem, it's your like a personal assistant. So it will help you to measure the growth, declines, staying at the same level. What are the different products where you can invest? So yes, AI is having a huge impact in the finance industry. I have a big other examples, but let's proceed with the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. And I think truly it's the ability of the AI to analyze the big data, from all different sources that has made its application so abundant and, so well integrated into all industries. I also worked, on one of its use. So we are an AI company and we build different applications for different industries. So one that we worked on was to analyze the bank statements of a client, of a debtor, and then see, like you said, Mr. Shahbaz, see the credit worthiness from their bank data. And it's like, the ability of the AI to analyze, to read, and then to associate different transactions, whether they are risky transactions, or to infer the behavior of the user just by looking at the bank statement. That was amazing. So it really helped the creditors decide whether to give loans to that particular debtor or not. And yeah, and I think it's one of its main big use cases. Then so that's that. Then Mr. Shahbaz, do you also have some experience working in, or have you seen AI being used into the risk management? How to, assess risks for different people when they are going to invest their portfolio?
Yeah. Yes, yes. So yes, of course, AI. If you built an app, basically the app is going to work as your AI tool. There are the certain algorithms that you normally integrate to assess the different type of behaviors. Yeah. So these type of behaviors that can literally help to manage the risk, like if, in terms of the portfolio management, if I talk about specifically. So always the big funds, like if you talk about there's a one with the globally well-known wealth front, their app, I literally use that one when while I was a group CFO, and we were making a one app for our company. So I just on an assumption basis, I have put like I have $500,000 available. Okay, and it literally asks you that what is your source of income, how much you are saving, and then how much is still liquid available for you to invest, and how much risk you can accommodate. Like if I give a range like 5 to 10% risk, I can accommodate. I don't have a deep pockets, then that app or that product is going to suggest you the different types of the products on the basis of the historical data. So it means that the AI is assessing and reviewing the historical trends of that product, or and similar, like that product is from technology industry, so it will correlate the same product offering by the other technology company, and it will assess that those trends for that industry, for that company, is different than this company, and then it will give you the risk range also, that the risk range is between 3 to 7%, and you can, if you can accommodate or you have a risk appetite, you can invest in that product. So yes, AI is helping the individuals, the corporates, to manage the risk more efficiently, to compare it with any product, either it is your personal investment, it's your corporate investment, whatever it is, it's helping in a big way.
Yeah, right, right. And true, exactly. They're analyzing the trends and then assessing how they are related to different features in the data. That's where AI shines. So, given that AI is being used for such many cases and it has such power, what would be its limitations? I think Dr. Naeem, bringing you into the discussion, do you foresee or do you think, or how much limitations does AI have if it is going to predict the behavior of the users, find trends, or predict, foresee the future?
Thank you. Basically, I am working for Joffman Group of companies from last 20 years, and we are basically in the business of trading. And in trading business, a lot of risk is there, and we also watch the different trends in the market, and we also analyze different aspects of of other things. And our group of companies basically belongs to the manufacturing of pharmaceutical products also. And in pharmaceutical, a lot of we produce a lot of products is there, and we have a lot of data is there, and we have a predictive model who predict the quality, predict and maintain the quality of the product, and how much we produce the quality products. And we also analyze the our predictive model is that who guide us to how, when we will produce by what products in which months. And also our model guide us to produce and limit the risk of the risk factors. These are the use cases, and we have implemented in our organization. And the risk the implementation of the AI is very very high. And from last 5 years we are implemented these models, and we get huge profits in different sectors, in different businesses. And if Mr. Shahbaz given a very good example that if we want a loan and apply a loan for the bank, then bank automatically checks our credit history and give a loan within 1 or 2 minutes. This is the beauty of the AI, is that otherwise it will take 1 or 2 months to analyze the position of the company, and the different financial institution give the loans. And nowadays this is possible that you give the loan within 5 minutes. AI
Yeah,
have
exactly.
AI have right now. I thought that in future AI will be used in every aspects of our life, and AI will change our lives. Our
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And yeah, I think we are living in that era where we are about to see the revolution being going on. So, on that, have you ever experienced an instance where you got some predictions from the AI and they were, very off from what you observed in the real life, or
Uh, um,
has
uh,
there been any such instances?
we have very good experiences about the AI, but due to the lack of infrastructure in Pakistan, that many information is not available quickly, and in many instances we predict that these things will happen, but due to the communication fault, the prediction may be wrong. But this is not the problem of the AI. This is our infrastructure problem. We are
Oh,
facing infrastructure problem in external problem like internet issues, and basically if we host our data is hosted on the cloud, and if the internet is down for 4 to 5 hours, then the prediction may be wrong. But
yeah,
the role of the AI is very important in our business, to predict what will we do next.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Uh,
80 to 90% we are happy with the use of AI.
Yeah, and also just adding on to that, there is a trend that actually I think with any product that once it's integrated with an industry or for a use case, people tend to use it, considering it as a black box. And for AI, as the underlying models are so complex and so big, that you cannot really suggest or find why the AI is producing that answer. So it's most of the time being treated as a black box, which might not be good for some use cases where you also where there's some bias or some um, wrong pattern in the data itself, and the AI is also learning that pattern. But there's some research going on, and it's um, with each month, it's um, the new models that are coming up. They are better. So I think let's move on to the next. So on the trading and investment, um, Mr. Shahbaz, do you can you explain how AI is changing that all of that landscape? How investments and trading are being done now with AI as compared to what it was done previously?
Yes, see, the trading AI made it easier. Yeah, in literal terms, if I say, because you can no, you can get to know the past tense, that how the I'm just coming down at the product level. Sorry, again, but for our viewers to understand it, that how it works. That if you want to make an investment, you selected one product, and your AI tool is going to predict for you that how this product performed it in the past. This
Yeah,
is what we are, and also the best part is the industry is on a growth trajectory. So the AI will predict that this industry is on a growth trajectory, and you are going to get a good return because it's on the phase of the growth. Yeah, let's suppose that that industry is at the peak of their growth, so it may remain constant or it may deep go down. So that predictive analysis can help you greatly to manage your investments. And this I personally saw it. I personally worked on it, experienced it. That the industries, like, I'm just coming back to the a basic example, that in Dubai, you might have heard that real estate is booming. Yes, so it is
yeah,
booming actually. And while making assessment for my clients to make the investment in certain products, so I guided them or advised them to make the investment in the real estate. The reason is the industry is at the growth level, and when I compared the returns with the other products, The real estate is the biggest one, and the AI helped me to give me the information that how much the best rentals return or the returns on the investment you can get it. So it means that the AI is helping you in any way to make your decisions. And also the best part is that it also talk or measures the sentiment analysis. So Dr. Naeem sentiment is towards a tourism industry. Yeah, so maybe 20% the people like Dr. Naeem is more inclined towards the investment in the tourism industry. So my AI tool can help me to guide to invest in the tourism because the people's sentiments are towards that side. Similarly, the Dubai real estate is booming. The sentiment is too high for the real estate. Yeah, so my AI tool can take me to that. The sentiment is high towards this side, and this sentiment is going to sustain for the coming 2 to 3 years, let's suppose. So I can get a good money, right? Yeah, so yes, the AI is helping in a big way to shaping your investment decisions.
Yeah. So yeah. So now, if AI is being used uh, to help decide what investments to make, um, what and others people money is on the line, and their portfolio, what ethical considerations should be there? Should we just um, turn our eye and just believe on it? Maybe Mr. Asif Siddiqui, can you explain on that? Uh, you know, what ethical considerations should we have when we are using AI for trading or for any other use case?
The drawback of technology again. I think Asif
Okay,
Sab
yeah,
got
I
it.
think he
Yeah.
has he's facing some issues. Mr. Kaleem, maybe if you can go into that.
Yeah, why not? So when we use the word ethics or ethical, fortunately, at the end of the day, whatever coding is done, it's humans. So whatever you feed the data, the algorithm into AI, it will give you the output in that way, right? So be it finances, be it any industry, you can make the stock market dance if the algorithm or the bots you are using is actually spamming the market, opening trades fast, like high frequency trading, future
Yeah,
trading.
yeah,
uh, there are a lot of robots or used in their trading, future trading.
yeah.
We are one of the marketing partners for some of the brokers also. So going back to your question and adding on to this one, when you were mentioning trading, when I hear the word trading, the word online trading or future trading comes to my mind, because in
Hmm.
UAE, Mr. Shahbaz is here. So everywhere when you go in UAE currently for the past 7 years, metro stations, airport, it's all future trading. And the boost this industry got, it again, it is a part of finance industry. um, the boost it got is because of the tools available with the data available in UAE, across the globe. So what is happening in that domain is, basically, the data is gathered, the marketing is going on, the trends are there for online trading. So
Hmm.
if the person who is using that, for example, a robot or an AI tool to do trading, and it is developed by a person which embedded some ethical or did some ethical programming, or got the right data to in order to open or close a trade, then for sure it is very beneficial. But if the data or the trends are changed by the person provided, then for sure it can open false position and lead people to create a demand which doesn't exist. So here
Yeah,
we as humans are a vital part of any technology. And for all the viewers who are looking, we our jobs will not go with AI. We are still collaborators with AI, and which is the next level of AGI, artificial general intelligence, which is the coexistence of human beings collaborating with AI. So I hope this answers the questions that
Yeah.
ethical considerations are down to humans. What data do you put? Again, it's to the human side of the human side. So in order
Um,
to the,
Sorry for
the
the disconnection. I'm really facing some problem on my internet.
yeah. So I think it's the nationwide. So if you want to just add some points into that, or
Uh,
otherwise we
as
can go ahead.
Kaleem and Shahbaz and Naeem, they are adding too much points, in particular on the AI topic. Being a student of data statist and AI, I think the main important thing is what kind of data we have to train the model. पर्टिकुलरली अगर आपका जो भी डेटा है उसकी डेटा की क्लीननेस सबसे पहले कि आपकी जो भी डेटा है उसकी उसकी जो क्वालिटी है उसके ऊपर एक्चुअली हमें देखने की ज़रूरत है कि हमारे पास जो डेटा ताकि जो भी आप प्रिडिक्शन जो भी स्टेटिस्टिक्स आप प्रिडिक्ट करेंगे जो रिजल्ट लेंगे वो उस बेस करता है उस डेटा के ऊपर और उस डेटा के ऊपर जो एल्गोरिथम जो भी जिसकी बेस के ऊपर वो डेटा परफॉर्म कर रहा है अपनी आउटपुट को उस एल्गोरिथम्स का एक रियलिस्टिक अप्रोच को देखना कि पर्टिकुलर जो रिजल्ट आप रहे हैं वो बायस ना हो ये तमाम ये मेन पॉइंट्स हैं जो भी किसी एप्लीकेशन या मॉडल या जिससे आप डेटा गेट करना चाह रहे हैं वो सबसे पहले ये बेसिक रूल है कि आपका डेटा आपका बिल्कुल क्लीनेस उसकी जो क्वालिटी है वो आपकी ठीक होनी चाहिए फिर उसके बाद थर्ड पॉइंट हमारा आता है जो हम कहते हैं कि जी उसकी एथिक्स के जो डेटा आपने गेट किया है वो एक्चुअली आपने कहीं से फौजरी या किसी आपने किसी ऐसे तो नहीं बगैर विदाउट एनी किसी राइट्स के आपने किसी का डेटा गेट कर लिया और आपने उसको यूज़ किया अपने कमर्शियल पर्पज़ के लिए तो ये एथिक्स अभी तक तो खैर कोई इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉडी सिर्फ यूरोपियन यूनियन ने जो है वो एक SC4 का एक लॉन्च किया है पूरे दुनिया में अभी तक बाकी अदर दैन जितनी भी कंट्रीज़ हैं जितनी कंट्रीज़ हैं वो अभी दे आर जस्ट एक्सप्लोरिंग देयर एथिक्स एंड रेगुलेशंस फिर उसके बाद अगर हम और फर्दर इसको एक्सपेंड करें पर्टिकुलर फॉर एथिक्स के लिए तो उसमें जो रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज़ हैं उन रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज़ के पास कोई ऐसा एक्चुअल कोई फ्रेमवर्क नहीं है जिसके थ्रू आप कह सकें कि हाँ जी उस डेटा की जो 100% जो एक्यूरेसी है और जो उसकी जो क्योंकि एक्चुअली जब भी आप बात करते हैं फॉर AI की एक्चुअली वी आर ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग या वी आर सिमुलेटिंग ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज़ इनटू AI तो वो जो मॉडल है उसको जितना ज़्यादा आप ट्रेन करेंगे जितना ज़्यादा आप डेटा प्रोवाइड करेंगे तो वो उतने उसकी एक्यूरेसी और उसके स्टैटिस्टिक्स के ऊपर आप रिलाई कर सकते हैं तो it's again it's a combination of human interaction and the data which trained by model or algorithm through any algorithm जिसमें आप उस पर काम कर रहे हैं तो उसको हमें आई थिंक ये मेन प्रिंसिपल्स हैं जिसको आपने देखने की ज़रूरत होती है और जो इस वक्त पर्टिकुलर फाइनेंस बात करें तो मेरी एक बड़ा एक्सपीरियंस डिफरेंट जैसे वेदर फंड का एक बड़ा वेल्थ फंड का एक एप्लीकेशन है जिसमें आप स्टैटिस्टिक्स अपने देते हैं और स्टैटिस्टिक्स की बेस के ऊपर वो आपको बेस्ड ऑन योर इंटरेस्ट बेस्ड ऑन योर नॉलेज वो आपको इंडस्ट्री और ट्रेंड के इन्वेस्टमेंट का गाइड करता है तो उसमें जैसे आई थिंक शहबाज ने हाईलाइट किया था कि आप जो भी नॉलेज जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो आप जो दे रहे हैं वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि वो स्टैटिस्टिक्स और वो उसको किस तरह से प्रिडिक्ट करते हैं और किस तरह से उसको उसके रिजल्ट में कन्वर्ट करते हैं
Okay, yeah, agreed. So I also agree. If we look from a bigger perspective, there are three stages for any AI to be developed. One is the data collection, and there
Yeah.
are some ethics around it. And like you said, regulatory bodies and other institutions are working on them. So, for example, we have different compliances, but still companies like OpenAI and other using public data and sometimes proprietary data to train their models. Then it's the training or coding the AI itself, which is that what guardrails or what checks do we have in it to ensure that it doesn't learn some bad behavior from the model. For example, even now in the US, if there are two people with the same portfolio, but one has an white ethnicity and other is black, then the credit worthiness for the white person would be higher as compared to the black person. So
Yes.
there's that aspect. And then also, once it is deployed, does it replace the job of a person? How accurate is it? And do the end user needs to know if the decision is being made by the AI or some person. So there are also some ethics, and I think it would get clear as more AI is being used into the common man's life, so that the ethics work out for them. And I think it's true um, for any new technology that comes in. First, people adopt its usage, and then the ethics works. Because if you go the other way around, then you might also hamper, or you might also restrict the progress for that technology. But yeah, I think we covered that part. So, moving on, we talked about AI for risk management, for trading, for investment. How is it being used for fraud detection? And I think it's one of its earliest usage, that AI is used to detect fraud, either in the fraud in the investments, or some other patterns. So on that, if Mr. Kaleem, if you can add to that.
Yeah. Recently, I heard in one of the newspaper in UAE. So, what is HSBC and some other banks, local banks in UAE, what they are doing is for the fraud detection. They are monitoring the users' buying experiences and spending experiences, and then with their data, when there is a transaction multiple times, or they will do a transaction after say a year simultaneously somewhere outside UAE, uh, they get a notification. Because
Mm,
I'm a customer of HSBC, so I'm using, I have that experience. So I will get either a call, because someone from AI, not on the app. No, the app is updated, so I get notification if there is an attempt. Like if someone at Amazon uses my card in the same day 10 times, I get notifications. Please confirm. I get a secure message on my inbox that there have been 10 transactions in almost 1 hour on your on your Amazon account from HSBC. This is the card number. Please reply in the secure message inbox to validate the transactions. If I don't, they are gone. So this is one real-time application of AI in finance.
mm,
How fraud is also being detected by banks. So this is my personal experience with fraud detection in
I
UAE.
would like to add one thing in this, Kareem.
Yeah.
This happened to me personally. So I was in my home, and yeah, I had an early morning meeting, the online meeting, and I was in that meeting. Immediately, I received a message on my mobile. Mobile was on the charging, and I was wearing my Apple Watch. I see the message coming from the bank. $500 have been deducted for the transaction. Within 2 seconds, I got again $50, $30, $500, $1,000. Like within a minute, someone has done 20 transactions, and my credit card, which had a limit of around $10,000, is came down to $2,000. Immediately, I receive a call from a bank. Man, are you doing this transaction? This is, I mean, this, as mentioned by Khalid, this is very strange that immediate transactions are happening. I said, I'm not doing it. Please block it. They immediately blocked the card, and later on, I submitted the claim form, and I got the money, some money. I recovered it. But yes, AI literally helping to detect these type of anomalies in your spending things. So it's helping in a big way. But the other thing is, the my money. I mean, my credit card have my credentials have been stolen someone, right? By using the AI tools. So yes, pros and cons are there. Either way, it's bad or good. AI is there. It's up to you how to use it.
Yeah,
It comes,
yeah,
I will get it comes to a dilemma of the discussion of giving smartphones to kids at your home, how you train their minds to use it. So for me, AI is that child which you want to train for future, or to help you or himself in future. So if you nurture him with good ethics, the AI can be used very effectively. It's a very tool. For example, mostly I will give you one example. AI, my daily routine with AI is ChatGPT and Microsoft Designer tool, which generates images, which I put on my social media and my LinkedIn profile for articles and all that stuff. So again, it's a coexisting thing. But training AI, as this is one example. The other example is if you have in financial sector, AI bot or customer support. When you call Emirates and BD here, it's Mr. Shahbaz might be aware of it. There is no one. Look, there is a frustration level. I'm telling her she's not understanding. I'm telling her she.
Yes,
But,
absolutely.
but at the end of the day, the IVR is there, which is obviously powered by an AI tool at the back end. So they read everything, account number, XYZ. So it's a big help. Again, human interaction with this will improve once it is streamlined throughout the globe. Yeah. So thank
um,
you.
yeah, yeah. I think with any technology, it's the usage, that how you use it, and that is driven from the ethics behind that. So, for any tool, you can use it either way. Um, and moving so on that, um, like Kaleem, you mentioned, it's also being used at customer facing services too. So if Mr. Naeem, if you can dive into that or have you ever used or interacted with such a use case where AI was being used to help improve the experience of the customers?
Thank you. I told you one example like that. AI will help you in your life, but AI have some disadvantages. Like a lot of tools built in right now in the market. A lot of tools is there who can snatch your information from from a system or your laptop or mobile, and they will use your important information and to give you a financial losses, give you in the financial losses. A lot of things is there. And one thing is there that I also have this kind of instances that in my bank account, uh, four fake transactions performed, and I will ask my bank that these transactions are not mine. These transactions performed by the AI bots. That's why in future, I think a security cyber security alarm is there, that the AI can destroy and snatch your financial information, your personal information, and this will create a harmful and painful things in your life. These are the bad things, and I think that that's why when the AI will increase, the increase of cybersecurity is also a very 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 good phenomena.
Hmm.
Right now we are using AI to predict to enhance our product quality, and to predict our uh, market analysis and to predict our marketing strategy for the next 2 to 3 months. We are using and we are happy with the AI that the AI will help us help in future and it help in past to increase our productivity, to increase our profitability. But again, a lot of issues is there. If we give garbage data to the AI, then AI will predict the garbage. And we are also facing that sometimes AI predict wrong things. Then we give then we sort out the problem, and then we sort out the problem is that data is not clean, data is not proper. That's why AI will not predict like that, we want. But if the data is clean and data is accurate, then AI is the very very good tool to predict future analysis. And in financial sector, AI is the backbone in future.
Um, yeah, exactly. And one interesting point that you mentioned, and others too, there, so that I would say comes under the identity theft. Previously, if now as the banking institutes, they use AI to basically detect anomalies and one-off cases in your pattern. So the scammers or the people on the other side, they use the AI to create those patterns that those financial institutes cannot detect as one-off cases. So it's being used on the both sides of the table, one to detect the fraud and other to commit the frauds. And also sometimes people create the data themselves to fool the AI, which is called adversarial learning, in which you just change some features, one or two, from your thousands of different features, and the AI completely predicts um, a different answer than it was earlier. But um, in the future, it would become better as more and more data become available, and more effort is being invested into this. On that, in the future, um, what trends or what other use cases do you foresee for the AI to be used in the financial industry? On that, I think it would be our last question, and then we would close. So I would like to have a take on this question from all of you. So I think first off from you, Mr. Shahbaz, if you can um, add to this point.
Yes. Okay, so I'll give one example, so then the other participants can give their own views. So, as mentioned by Kaleem, the enhanced customer experience. Now the chatbots are available. You go on the website, you have any inquiry, you just put your inquiry and you get a reply, yeah, immediately. Or otherwise, you get offended with a long call for Emerson BD, because if you will tell to that lady who is speaking the AI, I want to talk with RM. She says, I'm here to help you. So yes, you get offended, but the customer experience, as per the bank, is enhanced because they have minimized the human interventions, and you can get standard answers from through the help of the AI. So yes, these chatbots, these type of the new things that are coming in the market, that are really helping in a big way to enhance the user experience, and also it is shaping the future industry for the financial side. Yeah. So I'll give the others. Yeah, I have many
Okay.
other examples. So, but I think we are about to close. So Kaleem and Dr. Naeem
Yeah,
Saab
sure.
can.
I will add on for the future of AI. I mentioned one thing, which was the advanced AI, which is AGI, the coexistence of humans and AI. We will never be getting replaced by AI, even in future. So no need to worry about that. The other thing is how the robots or the robo advisors are in are currently not in trend, but big advisory company, financial companies are using them to advise their clients. So that will be the next thing. You will not be interacting for future for sure with any human, even if you are. Um, I will give you a very brief example. I know there is not much time. I came across an insurance company who took my data and give me the average lifespan of till when you will die and all that data, how many kids, schooling, blah blah blah. And they give me, okay, so this is how you will live, this is much how you need for your child schooling, for savings, how much you have, all the data they collected. And they told me, this is the insurance you need, this is the EMI you need to pay in order. And it happened in 30 minutes while I was with him. And I'm
Mm.
talking about a family of five at that time. So it happened in less than 30 minutes. All the data compiled. He entered in the software and he told me everything. So, Mr. Kareem, you need to pay this much EMI. So, in the world, God's plans are different. So, this is how your kid's future is secure. This is the one real time example. It happened to me, and at that time, it was the start of this AI things. It was starting. So, it is used by a company. I don't want to name it, but it's a big company, which is insurance, right? The other thing is AI in financial sector is helping, and the future of AI is big time in future trading, not
Mm.
the bots. So as Mr. Shahbaz said, sentimental analysis, okay, the AI is doing it now. So even if a person is looking for future tradings, there are applications available which can help him decide, or let the AI decide what to open, how to close, for how much time to hold it, and let the application decide. The only thing the I will tell him, this is my range. I don't want to lose this much money. After that, he will tell the portfolio, everything. So for future, the future of AI is very bright. The banking sector have embraced it very rapidly. The banking sector, especially, customer support or other industries are catching up, but primarily finance is very critical thing for us globally. So AI in finance is catching up faster than in other business segments. That's my take on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think the AI is the future of the world, and AI can help in the finance to improve and detect different faults in the business. And I thought that if you give the accurate data to the AI model, then AI can help you. In future, I thought that algorithmic trading or more algo trading is there, and I thought that in future the business decisions can be made by robots, and human can be replaced, and AI can switch different jobs, can switch off different jobs, and can create a new jobs in the market. But AI revolutionary change in every person, in AI can change in all person's daily life. And I thought that AI is the future of the world.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think we all agree on that. And in financial industry, whether these are banks, whether these are insurance companies or some trading companies, all the pace at which they are adopting AI, that's much faster as compared to what it is being adopted in the other industries. And I think that's due to the delta of the advantage that you get as compared to the effort that you put in adopting the AI. And I think that's it for our today's session. And it was quite wonderful and nice to talk to all you people. And let's end it here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you everyone for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.